Okay, Barry, I need you to help settle something for me because I clearly cannot be trusted in this. And it's kind of a two-part setup that I need to explain to you. Okay. So
Of course.
we had a hang last weekend. You came over here to the mini mansion. We watched Beastmaster. We could talk a little bit about that if we want to, but
Well, I hope we do, because guess what? It's yours. Surprise! It's yours. Anyway,
what?
continue.
What's happening? Okay. You show up dressed to the nines. Like you show up like you're ready to be in a fashion shoot. In fact, I can say
Thank you.
totally by coincidence, you were wearing that shirt that you're wearing right now. And
Oh, yeah.
no repeating patterns, looks amazing. You show up ready it's like you were event ready, right?
I was like looking like the father of the bride, right? Ready to give away someone on their wedding day. Exactly, Jay.
That's exactly it. You know what? I haven't even seen that movie, but I know exactly what you mean.
Dude.
So
Yeah.
you look amazing and you do as always. I'm wearing a
Thank you.
t-shirt. I don't even remember what I was wearing. I don't know if you remember what I was wearing. I don't, but I just know it was like a shirt. I looked like I was repairing a dishwasher for you or something, but like,
No way.
no,
It was
it was.
It was a bit more, I would say, muted colors. I think you were wearing like a gunmetal pant. It was a short, and then you had like sort of an off-white, almost a bone colored t-shirt, which I respected. I thought, oh wow, bone. Jay has really got an eye for this stuff.
Yeah, sure. So here's where it gets worse. So today, I'm wearing this shirt to work, right? I'm wearing work from home, and
classic.
Unprompted, my coworker says, "I don't like that shirt on you." In kindness. Wow. She says it in kindness, and she goes, "You know what? You're going to appreciate when I do like a shirt on you. Now you'll know that you can trust that I like that shirt on you." So this is what's happening, Barry. I am defeated. I don't know how to dress. I don't know fashion. You clearly know fashion. Talk to me. Like, help me out here. Help me out. Because that's what we were going to talk about. We want to talk about fashion and just, you're clearly the it guy. Yeah.
And whether you get on certain ones and what ones you ignore, which ones are just, not for you. Jay, I've always been a big fan of patterns. I've been trying to kind of instill that in you for a while. You're much more of I don't want to say muted, but your color choices are not as flamboyant, not as flashy. You don't really gravitate towards patterns. You like solid colors and a lot of earth tones, which is fine, perfectly fine.
Is matching...
I don't see what's wrong with what you're wearing right now, but the fact that your coworker gave you an unsolicited fashion note, you should have... I hope you fired right back at her.
No, I just said, you know what? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Because it just helped reinforce, because I knew we were going to be talking about this.
Right.
Would you say, I think I am right on trend if the trend is matching your shirt to your chair? Because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of matching my shirt to my chair.
If that's new, it must be new. I'm excited. I think you should continue to roll with this. You're probably the only one in town doing it. So all the more reason to keep it going, Jay.
I'll match your upholstery. That's going to be my way into the fashion industry. You show me an armoire and I'll match you to it. Or I have shirts that match my wall.
I love that.
Yep. That's nice. That's nice.
What with the green and the brown? I mean, you're ready for the fall right now.
In August. Perfect. That makes my point. I don't know what I'm doing. You're saying it's ready for fall. You, by the way, match perfectly your beautiful 4K DVD case, which is right behind you. Like it's a cacophony of color and pattern, and that's what you are. And that's what you are.
I'm going to have to look up that word. I don't know what that was in some kind of Romanian curse you just put on me. But the point is, thank you. Wouldn't it? Yeah, all of a sudden I start losing tons of weight and get really sick. Yeah, it'd be great.
Be great, but you look fantastic in whatever you choose to wear.
I appreciate it.
What are your secrets to great
How would I look
fashion?
in the casket? This would be a good casket shirt, right? With my hands folded like that?
Like a vampire. I don't think they do that anymore with the hands, by the way.
Or like a luge guy.
Imagine that.
You know what I'm saying?
We all look like we're luge as we get buried, because you are kind of sliding into the hole. Did they ever do that? Did they ever put hands over the...
I think they did. I think that was like kind of a classic way to be buried back in the day. Or maybe it wasn't this, because you're right, that's a little too vampire. I think it's more around the middle. Like
to hold it in.
Yeah, like you're sucking in your waist after a big Christmas dinner.
Yeah, imagine that. It's like you finally have nothing to feel self-conscious about, and they still cover up the paunch just before they put you in. It's like forever you get to be subconscious about your weight as you go down into the hole. Just covering that up.
That's exactly the way I want to go to hell, is feeling fat and unattractive. Yeah, and humiliated in front of the one person I happen to outlive. Jay, you've made my day.
Who will that be?
I hope it's. I don't know. I
Everywhere.
really
Who
don't know.
knows?
My wife and
Okay.
I, we've already made a plan. We're going out together like Thelma and Louise, but more on that later.
Okay. Yeah. Much later. Much later.
Yeah, way later.
Let's hear about. I do want to talk about Beastmaster, but I do also want to talk
Yeah,
about fashion. Like, what are your top 3 secrets? What can I take away from you so that I can start to get somewhat with it, at least with my
you're funny.
coworkers?
Yeah. Well, again, I really encourage you to like adopt some all over prints, some fun patterns.
I get
And for
nervous.
me, it is kind of a bit about matchy. I like to have if I'm wearing like an orange and green, I like to have a brown pant to go with it to
That makes
offset. I don't
sense.
like a blue jean, not so much. Black jean, no. I mean, I also, this is another thing. Maybe this is a bit too far, but
Tell me.
often I will try to match my sock with whatever color my shirt happens to be. So I also have some socks that are orange that I would pop on if I'm wearing an orange top.
Are you wearing a sock right now?
It's white because I'm about to train. But yeah,
Right.
after this, I'm hitting the iron. So I'm from the waist down. I'm in
Are
my
you?
gym clothes. So today's not a good day to be discussing my bottom trends. But thanks for highlighting the top. The top is I'm feeling good about the top.
Nice. Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a simple thing you can do.
Perfect. Top and bottom trends we're going to cover at our next Pride show, by the way.
Yeah,
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 we'll do that.
yeah.
But
Who's the power bottom between you and me? We're gonna find out.
look at that. I'm surprised you know that term.
Are you kidding? I've watched enough Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's come up numerous times, Jay.
Okay, great. We're
Yeah,
going to
it's kind of
definitely
funny.
get
Yeah,
into that one. Nice.
let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. That's
Yeah,
exciting. I like that.
it
And
is.
I, I like that
Oh boy.
I like that
Okay.
you've got your training shorts on, but you've like dressed for the podcast because you knew we
Yeah,
were going to talk about fashion. So you're like, I'm going to wear this top shirt, and my shirt fucking
that's
matches
right.
my chair because I was already humiliated in the workplace. I was not. And to my
Good.
wonderful coworker,
And nor
lots of
should you
love and
be.
respect. Yeah, no, absolutely
Right,
not.
right, right.
But it was fun, and it
Uh,
just was. I wasn't even expecting it. I knew we were talking about this, and so it was funny that it came up today. And I put the shirt on. This is a new one. This is from Old Navy. I re-upped my t-shirts, and
okay.
you
I'm
have
going to
to.
stop you right there. I can help you. I can help you
Okay,
right away. You gave away something interesting. Old Navy, Jay, you're a middle-aged man, a
I know.
sophisticated man, a man of means. Old Navy is for single mothers and starving students and people who have like $13 in their checking account. No disrespect, but let's be real. You can walk around in Old Navy. It's not exactly the Brooks Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Not that you
No,
have to be snobby, but at your age and at my age, like it's middle-aged guys, I think there's something to be said about putting a little more
effort.
emphasis.
Effort.
Yeah, yeah, effort,
Yeah,
emphasis, whatever.
yeah.
Anyway, you know what? I've been wanting to do this, and I've tried to get you to do this in the past, but you and I should just go on a shop one day when you need something specific, like a sweater or a pair of pants or whatever, and I'd be happy to go with you, and I can offer my counsel as a friend and as your podcast co-host, and then we can tell our listeners how that went, or viewers, whether it was a successful thing or not. Maybe
If
we'll
you want,
even record it.
as we're shopping, you could be like the Mr.
Yeah,
Miyagi to my. I'll be a Karate Kid. You're Mr. Miyagi, and you're
and
training
I'll just
me how to
nod.
dress. Yeah,
Yes,
paint the
I'll nod
fence.
for the right combo, and I'll just wave off the ones that are. Okay,
Yeah.
you have no problem with colors, right? You're not colorblind. You're
No,
perfectly
I
fine
don't
there.
think so. I think I can see. This is a
Okay.
red, right? This is a perfect red.
Yeah, it's a bright red.
Yeah,
You look like you're wearing a
with
stop
the
sign. Yeah,
sun.
you're
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah.
nice. But you'd be like Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi. You'd be like, you teach me how to button the shirt, button the shirt. It's like paint the fence, right? Paint the
If we have
fence.
to start from scratch, yep,
Yeah,
I
and
will. We'll
we'll
break you
start our
down and
training.
we'll build you back up, Jay.
I love it. I want to tell you.
Yeah.
You said put emphasis, put effort in. I want to show you how little effort I put into this Old Navy trip. I didn't even go to
Yeah.
the store. I ordered it online, and so I ordered.
Okay.
And it takes a lot of shirts to get to the $50 free
Yeah.
shipping. So
They're
like I
like
have
12 each, right? 12
yeah, they're really
bucks.
cheap. I
Yeah.
did get the
So,
good thing with them is you can get Banana Republic, Gap, and Old Navy all together on one shopping trip because it's like one basket, 3 stores because they're all owned by, I guess, the same thing. So there is some Banana
okay.
Republic in there, and I do go Banana
Yeah.
Republic for a lot of my, I don't know, nicer stuff, I guess. I'll tell you where I am. I'm a Banana Republic and a Hugo Boss guy when it comes to kind of that stuff. But Hugo Boss, I don't
Yeah.
like the logos on things. I really don't like logos.
Oh,
I'm
you're not a
averse to
logo
them.
guy. Okay.
No, I don't know why. I don't want to advertise their product for them. I think I might have overdone it during the Abercrombie and Fitch days when that was, I know they're big
Oh,
again,
yes.
but when they were huge, we would go into that store at the Eaton Center and buy the Abercrombie stuff. And that always said Abercrombie and Fitch right on it.
Yeah. No, I
That'd be,
understand what you mean, but what if there's just like a small tag that just
I like
says the
that.
name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
See, I can help with
boss.
this. I can help. I can
Okay.
totally help you. Yeah, not something that's giant, not the equivalent of like a hockey jersey. I know you don't want some enormous, ostentatious logo that's overtaking the real feature, which is you wearing
That's
the
what
garment, not the garment wearing you.
thank you. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This is
you're the feature.
you. Thank you. That puts out a little bit more context for me that I can appreciate. If I'm
Yeah,
only shopping, I'm the star of this shopping trip, basically, for myself.
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing them a favor by putting their clothes on.
No, you're doing yourself a favor because you're selecting pieces with care and with the careful straight eye of your friend. You see, this is why this is perfect. I'll be the
Okay.
straight eye for you shopping, which I know sounds like the world has gone topsy turvy. It's usually the other way around. But
Yeah,
you are a very unique individual, Jay.
I
The
really
most
am.
unique I've ever encountered. So
The most nice. So you're going to be
the
my straight.
most, yeah,
You'll be the straight eye
straight eye,
and the power bottom
both.
of this trip. Okay, this
I
is
can
great.
pivot like that, Jay. I can pivot on a dime.
All
All
right.
right, don't you worry.
I like this. Okay.
Dude,
All right. Talk about
amazing.
what did you want to say about Beastmaster?
I wanted to say congratulations. You won. You
What are you
won
talking about?
the gift. Well, I brought it over
Yeah.
and we watched it, and I could tell you were just so into it
Yeah.
that it's now yours. It's a gift. It's a gift from me to you to symbolize your love of that movie when you were a child, because it awoke certain feelings. So how dare me have this in my collection when clearly it belongs with you?
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Well, you've done this before, Barry. You've given the battle.
But this is different. This is completely different, Jay. This is a movie you had a tie to, shall we say. Whereas Battlestar Galactica, you're right. That was just me being unkind and getting rid of my trash.
Right. And Shin
And
Godzilla.
you smelled that coming a mile away, by the way. I know I wasn't fooling you. You were like, I'm not sure
Yeah.
this is a gift. This sounds like you're just trying to get rid of something. You're trying to undo a mistake. This
Yeah.
is different.
Shin Godzilla.
I mean,
Same.
you're a
kind of thing.
Godzilla guy.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
There's
Right.
something that's, it's like that movie again. Oh, you're tied to the character of Godzilla. So
Yeah.
again, that one makes sense. That's another
Because
one.
I went to Japan. So that must be why.
There it is.
And then lastly, The Crow.
Jay, you were like one of the biggest Brandon Lee fans
What's
that
that?
ever lived. Like after you and I reconnected, I think our first conversation was about Brandon Lee. And that always stayed with me.
Really?
I thought, okay, if that ever comes out in 4K and Jay gets the TV in 3 years from now, I'm going to keep that in mind for him.
Nice. I'm going to buy it
There it
and
is.
watch it, and then I'm going to give it to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because the last thing I'm going to give you, Jay, is a disc with errors, my friend. If I had to return that, I would have done the work. I'm not going to give you something that potentially could be faulty. I'm
Well,
like
thank you.
the food taster. You're the king. I'm the guy who tastes your soup before you eat it to make sure you don't get explosive diarrhea. I was doing you a favor.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to look the gift horse in the mouth because I did enjoy
Thank you.
Beastmaster. And
I know you will again in 10 years.
in 10 years, when I watch
When
it
you
again,
watch it again. Yeah.
because it's an oiled up, muscular Mark Singer that came out
Yep.
when I was around 9 or 10 years old. And you're right.
Yes.
It did awaken certain things in me, I think, that I
Yeah.
could not have put into words at that time. We watched it.
That's why it's special. Yeah.
It is special. It's a great 90-minute movie packed into a 2-hour runtime, unfortunately, isn't it?
I got that wrong. Part of my, just for our
Yeah.
viewers, I had made a pitch to Jay. We should rewatch Beastmaster. It's nice and lean. It's like an hour and a half. But then there was another 30 minutes, as you say, that I didn't account for. I guess I
Yeah.
didn't read the box closely enough. But yeah, it did feel a touch long. But I got to say, I did like Rip Torn as the villain and his witches. I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. They were all scantily clad witches with really bad faces. I mean, you know.
But they all had killer bodies. They all looked like runway
killer
models.
bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
was a bit because they would just turn around and look at the camera and then you're like, ooh. They had the, what do they call it? The butterface. She was great, but her face.
There it is. Yeah, exactly.
I know that.
Now, what's the equivalent for a man? Is it the same thing? But his face? He's great, but his face? Or does that not really work?
It's not really a work. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I've heard, another one that I heard when I was in high school was somebody said they've got the summer teeth.
The summer teeth?
Can you get what that is? Summer teeth. Can you guess what that might be?
Just yellow and not very attractive? I don't know.
Close. No. It's if they say, oh, he's really great, except for he's got the summer teeth. Some are here and some are there. It just meant that the teeth are kind of moving all around the mouth.
Yeah.
Some are here. Great British smiles. The summer teeth. Some are here and some are there.
I love that. That's funny.
So that's one of them.
I've never heard that before.
I heard it in high school and never again. Butterface is popular. Summer teeth it was truly a classic. We got to enjoy that one.
I like it.
Yeah. But it was great having you over. Can I say that was, the highlight. We had our usual KFC. We had the Beastmaster. We raced through to the conclusion of Beastmaster. And then sitting outside in the back at the mini mansion, truly a special time always for us, because I did get to drink in the fashion and then literally the drinks we had. Plus just always great to catch up.
Oh, absolutely, man. And afterwards, I left yours and I ended up at the Bovine Tiki Bar, and my night continued until around 1:30.
Wow, what happened there?
I ended up just hanging out with Rob. Rob was DJing, our friend of the show, friend of our previous show, and probably this one, a DJ Teenage Werewolf. Yeah, he was playing some music, but I just went on my own, and I just sat at the bar, and I ended up having a conversation with like a strange person, and it was great.
A strange person, or a person you didn't know? How strange were they?
Someone I didn't know before. This young gal, this turned out to be a tattoo artist, sat down beside me, and we just started chatting, and I chatted with her for probably 2 hours. It was interesting.
Wow. That's another thing. I cannot get, like, I would have sat there dead quiet next to somebody rather than have engaged in that conversation. That's something you do that I don't do. And I don't know.
Well, I've been making an effort, as you know, of late, the last number of months, trying to have conversations with random people when the situation calls for it. And when you're at a tiki bar in downtown Toronto, I mean, that's pretty much the time for it. If you're going to have a fun conversation. And it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Did she say nice shirt? Was that how you got in?
She didn't. She was the one. No, she didn't. What were we talking? Well, I talked a little bit about, I was asking her questions about her tattoos, and then that's when she revealed that she was an artist herself, and she was quite a bit younger. She asked me how old I was, and I said, I'm 49, and she was just like, couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, and she's like 34, and I was like, wow, that's quite a difference. It's like 15 years, essentially.
Yep. Wow.
But anyway, it was a fun conversation. And I asked her about the Odyssey. We just started having a nice flow to the conversation. I think it was because I was nice and loose from all the KFC and the Beastmaster and the hanging out with you. I was already primed for socializing. So when I went into the tiki bar, I was just saying hello and just chatting with anybody. I had a couple other conversations too, but that was the one that lasted the longest. And then I was like, okay, it's time to go. So I paid my bill and shook her hand and said, it was nice chatting with you, and hit the road.
See you later. And then you drifted off. And she was like, there goes a guy in a nice shirt. I can't believe he's 15 years older than me. And
it's crazy.
Had a lovely chat. Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
sometime in a future episode, I want to hear about how you do all these conversations, because that's something else I got to pick up. Basically, I need to learn from you in 2026, or the back half of 2026.
Jay, I'm happy to be here as your fashion consultant and also your icebreaker.
Yeah, you'll be the Iceman.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, we'll talk next week. Yeah.
Right on.